Hey guys, how are you? It's Keenan Moffitt, and with me today I have some sociology students from Utah State University. They informed me that over the past 50 days they have been keeping a journal about everything that happened in their daily lives. So, you guys told me that you think that school, family, and friends are some of the most important things in your life. Yeah? Well, okay, so let's just have everybody kind of introduce themselves.
I'm Tatum Gar, I'm 18, and in my journal I wrote a lot about my family.
I'm Hal Roberts. I wrote a lot about school.
I'm Hannah Carsey, and I'm 18, and I noticed that in my journal I wrote a lot about my friends.
All right, awesome, guys. So now what I want to do is I want to kind of interview each one of you and ask you some questions about your journal. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, awesome. Hi, Hannah. Thanks for meeting with me today. So I want to ask you a couple questions about what you wrote in your journal. So one thing that I want to know is, over your journal, have you realized or noticed anything about how important your relationships with your friends are, like how they impact your life?
Yeah, I noticed when I was writing my journal and reading back through it that I had a lot of things about my friends, and they do impact my life in a very positive way, and I'm grateful for them, honestly.
Awesome. Great. Do you have anything is there an example or something?
Oh yeah,
you'd like to share?
in my journal I'll just share something that I wrote. Or so basically I was in the library and I was dressed out for school and I was just studying, and my friend Alex called me and wanted to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, so me and a bunch of friends we went, and then after we went to Halloween City and just messed around there, and it just made me less stressed for school and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was a good time.
Yeah, it definitely seems like you have a good relationship with your friends. But now my question for you is: do you think that your friends, do you think that they have any influence on the decisions that you make, or?
Yeah, they have an influence, but I mean, I know I don't fall into peer pressure,
Mm-hmm.
but I think there is some influence there, and we all influence each other.
Oh, very cool. Well, hey, Hannah, thank you for meeting with me.
Yeah.
Hi, Tatum. Thank you for joining me today and letting me interview you and ask you a couple questions about your journal. Now, you mentioned that you wrote a lot about family.
Yeah, that's correct. My family impacts my life a lot, and I think since I moved away from home, that's why they showed up so much in my journals, because I just miss them a lot.
Mm-hmm. Now, you are a freshman here at Utah State.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you think that moving away from your family has been difficult?
Well, when I was at home, my mom always used to cook for me, and my dad always used to cook for me. My dad used to go take my car for oil change. My mom used to clean my room. And now that I moved away, I have to do a lot of that all on my own. Mostly all of that all on my own. I have to cook for myself. I have to take my car in for an oil change when I need it. And it's just weird not having my parents be there for me when I need to ask them for that, since they live so far away.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned that you always have the company of your parents. Now that you have moved away, and whenever you go home, do you notice that there's a difference in how you act around your family?
Oh yeah, definitely. Now that I'm not with them all the time, whenever I go home, I just treasure their company a lot more. Especially them and my siblings. I miss my siblings so much that when I'm here, I'm always thinking about them. So when I go back, it's just we're all just together, and it's just a good time.
Yeah. Do you have anything from your journal specifically that you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, recently I did go home for a Thanksgiving break, and it was nice just to see all of my family put together, and it was nice to see my siblings, and we all just got along so well just because they haven't seen me in so long. And it was nice to get a home-cooked meal in such a long time, just a nice big meal that I didn't have to cook for myself. So I think that was the most recent thing in my journal that I wrote about that related to my family.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Tatum. All right, Hal, we saved the best for last.
You know it.
Now, you talked a lot, you mentioned earlier that in your journal you talked a lot about school.
I did.
So talk to me about that.
So school's been a really big thing in my life lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a freshman. It's my first semester,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of getting into the groove of everything. But so far I really enjoy it.
Awesome. So you would say that it is a very important part of your life, and right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Have you noticed that you've had to form a lot of that, your relationships with your peers and the relationships that you form with friends? Would you say that those are important?
Yeah, especially just I love group projects. I'm an extrovert, and so making friends and doing group projects really helps me. I get distracted really easily when I'm by myself trying to do my homework and everything. And so, I do really enjoy the group activities and the friends, the atmosphere.
Good. Yeah, that's awesome. It's really cool. Have you noticed that since you've been in school that you've had to manage your time a little bit differently, or has it impacted how you used to manage your time as opposed to how you currently manage your time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been out of school for a couple of years now. I'm 21 currently, and I've had a job, and so it's standard 9 to 5. You wake up, you go to work, you come home, party, whatever.
Right.
Whereas now I actually build my schedule, and I choose if I attend classes or what I do, and I have deadlines that I have to get my assignments done. Some of them are group projects, some of them are by myself, some of them are big or small.
Right.
And so I've really had to pace myself, manage my time, make sure that everything's done, so that I can get a grade for it.
Right. Do you have anything specific in your journal that you would like to share about school, like an experience at school or anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely could. This comes from one of my the first entries about school during the first week, and I was kind of nervous because it's a new environment, and so it says, I'll just kind of paraphrase, but it says I woke up in the morning, I got ready, I went to my first class at 8:30, which is math, and I got there, the people were kind of friendly, they were just kind of there with me, just kind of in that daze, and so it says I went to class, it was cool, everyone's, hey, what's up, and the teacher's kind of weird, I don't know if we'll get along super well or anything. Then it says I went to my Spanish class, and that's going to be interesting because you can only speak Spanish in the class.
Right.
No English allowed.
Yeah, I didn't ever take a language, so
yeah,
I dodged that bullet.
Yeah, it's it sounds like it's going to be intense. I mean, it has been intense, but I've actually really enjoyed it. After my Spanish class, I went to this class that essentially teaches you good study habits for college and out of school. So I thought it would be a good idea to take a class like that.
Yeah.
So it says that I really enjoyed my first day. That I met some people that I hope to be friends with and everything. And I think school, and especially in the long run, is going to really help me, especially get a job,
definitely,
family, and everything. So.
Definitely. Well, it definitely sounds like you have a positive outlook on school.
Yeah.
Hey, Hal, thanks for meeting with me and letting me talk to you for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'll see you later.
Okay.
All right, guys. So after our interviews that we had, we talked about your journals. Would you say that keeping the journal was more of a positive or a negative experience?
I think keeping my journal is more of a positive experience since I wrote a lot about my family and how much I miss them and how much I miss hanging out with them.
Yeah, I would say definitely positive. Definitely some hard days in there, adjusting to school and everything, but for the most part, pretty positive.
Yeah, I'm glad I kept my journal because, first semester of college, and it's going to be nice to look back on that and see, how it was for me, and writing about my friends, I say it was positive.
It's positive. Cool. Do you think we could relate that to anything, that sociological terms, kind of like roles or maybe like role conflicts or anything like that?
I can relate mine to role conflict since my friends all live back home and also my other friends are going to different schools and stuff, and my status is a friend obviously, and my roles that come with that is being there for them and we hanging out all the time, and it's harder to not to be their friend when I'm not there with them.
Right. What about you, Hal?
Yeah, I would say if anything, social category, just because we're all here at Utah State, and I don't necessarily talk to everyone, every single day that I see, but we interact, but we're all in one place, we're all heading towards one goal.
Right.
Mine's kind of like the same as Hannah's, just with role conflict and as a status as being a daughter and a sibling and a granddaughter. With all my family me moving here and all my family there, it's kind of hard for me to play my roles like a sibling or like a daughter when I'm so far away. It's hard for me to not be able to talk to my sister or my brother when I want to talk to them, and not be able to talk to my mom as much as I used to talk to her.
Right.
And stuff like that. So.
Very cool. Well, guys, I want to thank you for sharing all this wonderful information and stuff with me, and it was really fun having you guys on here, and I would love to do this again some other time. So, but from now on, this is Keenan Moffitt, and we're done.
It's okay, don't stop.
No, just keep it going. Just keep it going.
Keep.
You ready? We could just add a bunch of bloopers at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi Tatum, thank you for joining me today. I've been keeping journals over the past 50 days about things that you guys have experienced and things that you've gone through on each day.